Hey there, you guys. This is going to be a quick little channeling reading or slash reading. Feel like a lot of us are still contemplating certain paths or figuring out which path to take, or if we are on the right track or path with certain things, whether it's decision making about exactly what we need to do to move forward, whether that's cutting and releasing, whether it's healing that needs to be done, whether it's deciding something for ourselves, like whatever it is, are we on the right track, or am I on the right track or path? So I'm going to look into the energies for the collective, those who are inquiring this, who have this in the back of their minds, that are dealing with this subconsciously or consciously, of course. So I'm just going to look at the energies for you guys. I'm going to use two different decks here. So start with this deck. A lot of us are conflicted, obviously, by, it's like conflicted about our paths and our journeys, because we're still like stuck in the past. And Spirit is saying the reason why the past is still there and why it's still revealing itself or showing itself to you is really to use itself as a contrast, okay, for the future, to help us making comparisons. Okay, so for instance, if you find yourself meeting new people coming into your life, showing you something totally different than what you've experienced with other friendships, lovers, co-workers, it's going to throw you off for a loop. It's going to seem weird. You know why? Because it's new to you. This is a new energy. And you're going to be comparing your past situations, some of you doing it in the wrong way. So in the wrong way, meaning comparing, well, this person did this to me, so these people are just going to do the same. This can't be real. Maybe I'm just imagining things, hoping that it will be the way that it is. But Spirit is saying using those past situations to make comparisons. So if that relationship in the past wasn't good, and this person is showing you something better and something different, it's showing you what you want and what you deserve versus what you know is not good for you and what you don't deserve. Not to show you that, oh, you're stuck in illusions, you're playing yourself, you're fooling yourself. That's not what it's doing. So mentally, in the mental position, you have mental conflicts. So this is double-mindedness, you know, seeing it one way, but then thinking it's something else. And it's causing conflict because it's not right. Obviously, it's a signal to you that that's not right. So I'm seeing that this person is very generous, very giving. This job, it just seems to be perfect, but in the back of my mind, I'm comparing every other job I've had that was somehow not good for me. The environment, it had a lot of gossip, a lot of negative competitive energy. And this is just like everyone's super nice, very helpful. Something is off. And it's like something in you just doesn't feel right about this because it's not true. So that's what's causing the mental conflict, is that illusion. The Sun card is like, what it's meant to do, this mental conflict, is to illuminate that the fact that you're thinking this way is not right. You're not on the right track, just based upon how you feel. And the conflictions that you have within yourself about this, like, why is this person so nice to me? There must be something wrong. And then you're conflicted. Well, no, they're nice. Well, because that person did this to me, it causes a conflict. And that is an alarm from your higher self or the divine illuminating something to you, that something is not right. It's not true. How you're seeing it, you're causing your own conflicts. In your emotional space, you have spiritual union. In your heart space, you want to connect with people. You want to connect to something that is spiritually meant for you, whether it's that new job, whether it's a new home, a new location, a lover, a group of friends, co-workers, a business project, a creative endeavor, whatever it is for you, you want to, on a deep soul level, on an emotional level, you want to connect with something or someone on a spiritual level. But you have all of this going on mentally. The Six of Swords is saying that you are moving towards those things. You're moving away from the connections that didn't serve you, the energies or things that didn't serve you. It could be moving away from an old job, moving away from an old city or state, moving towards something that's more resonant, like trusting and following your intuition. And I'm getting that these things are, you're moving towards those things, or they're coming to you. They're moving and coming to you. You're moving towards something more harmonious, something that resonates with you, something that is meant for you. Okay. Your perception right now, you have conflict and defeat. So your perception is like everything is just going wrong. Nothing is going right. Or how could it possibly go right? How could it go well? You're like struggling to find the truth of the situation. You just want to get out of this. The truth is right in front of you, but it's kind of like you're denying it, or you're just not seeing it because all you're perceiving is conflicts. And that everything, the odds are against me. They've always been against me. These so-called conflicts come up mentally only to show you that they're not good. They're alarms, like I said, they're alarm codes from your higher self or the divine, showing you what needs to be released and let go of. With the Knight of Wands next to it, this is an energy of shifting for me, like moving out of this energy swiftly. Like this could change in an instant, only if you see it for what it is, see the light in the situation. These conflicts are here to show me what is not serving me, what's not true, that there's some disharmony in what I'm thinking. It doesn't match, so I need to let it go. The overall energy you have is rest and rejuvenation with the Eight of Cups. So the overall energy of this I'm getting is to balance out the minds so that it matches what the heart wants. Because you have the Two of mental conflict and the Two of spiritual union. This is a mental card and this is an emotional card, and they're both in the right positions, mental position and the heart center position. So really, it's saying you're signaling two different things. So it's like the finding balance, meditating, silencing the mind, trying to make peace and really understand what it is that's going on inside of you. It's like needing to find balance between the mind and the heart. And the only way to do that is to meditate and silence the mind, silence all the chatter. And the best way to get a hold of these thoughts is if you have a negative thought and a negative emotion comes up, all of these negative feelings come up, that is a sign that this thought is negative. It needs to go. It doesn't serve me. It doesn't resonate anymore. It's not true. And turn your back on these things that don't feel right anymore, don't sound right to you. You know, it might sound right to say that these people are just going to use me, but a negative feeling comes up behind that, and that's a sign from your higher self that I need to walk away from that. It doesn't feel good to me. I need to turn my back on this. Okay, so I'm going to look at what other advice does Spirit have for this. Mental prosperity. With the Justice card. So this is looking ahead at the positive things, the things that are resonating, the things that you do really want, that your heart truly desires. Look at the possibilities. Look ahead. The Justice card is about balancing things. Like, you have to find balance within this energy, knowing how to make it work for you. You can have two sides. You can either have the fears and the anxieties and the worries of the past, or you can look towards the future where everything on the other side of what you want, everything there on this path. There's also enlightenment for you moving ahead. There's always enlightenment in every situation, every life path that we have. But focusing on the positive of the future, being optimistic, is going to lead you to more great things, more truths being revealed to you, your soul being revitalized, happiness, joy. Some of us don't even believe that we're valuable of those things, that we can even have that based upon what we've gone through. But you have to look at things from a much broader perspective. No matter what the outside looks at, use your tunnel vision to look ahead, hopeful, optimistic, visualizing the things that you desire and want. Find balance between your emotions. Don't get too emotionally caught up in what's going on around you, what has gone wrong, what could go wrong, things that haven't even happened yet. Don't get caught up on those things. That things will work out in your favor based upon the energy you put in. Okay? Justice or karma, it doesn't discriminate. Whatever you put in, you're going to get out. So if you're putting all of this fearful, negative energy, that's what you're going to manifest. If you focus on the positives and the optimism of what you truly want for yourself, you're going to manifest just that. You're going to attract those things to you. Okay. For love situations, I don't know if that helps, but if not, okay. I'm going to clarify this. Okay. So in a love situation, where you're at mentally when it comes to love, you have finances and career. So mentally, you're focused on your career, because right now this is where your heart is at. This is where you're just shifting your focus to look at your career right now, not so much on love. There's not a heavy emphasis or focus mentally on love. It's more so, I feel better focusing over here with the Page of Cups. It's like, you know, as I step into this new energy, I'm going to focus and place my heart here, you know, because I feel like that's going to help me. For some of you, it could be distraction to focus on work and career, or you feel like it's just the best thing for you to look at that right now. In your heart position, you have reconciliation with the World card. This is like feeling like, I'm getting breakup energy for some of you, like you've walked away from someone, or you're contemplating walking away, or something has ended in a relationship where there cannot be any reconciliation. For some of you, within ending this, some old relationship, someone may return in your life, and it could be someone from a past life. This could be soulmate energy. coming into your life. Like this, as you end this cycle of your life, a new cycle begins, and this person can finally come in after you release a relationship that does not serve you. Even if you physically end it, or spirit ends it, or the person just walks away, however it happens, however it's orchestrated, the ending of something that does not serve you, the ending of certain dynamics and relationships that are unhealthy ending, allows the divine to bring in a more harmonious connection to you. Based upon your prayers and your true heart's desires, your heart really desires for that true person to come in. This is like dreamy energy, so this can be a dream or a fantasy of someone, or that special someone that's meant for you to come in as this one cycle ends and a new one begins. Your perception right now when it comes to love, you have free yourself with the Four of Swords. So you just want to free your mind, really, whether it's fantasizing on the love that you desire, or whether it's not focusing on love right now and just focusing on yourself. Because some of you have gone through a breakup. You may have been in a long committed relationship that just didn't work. And you feel like that relationship has put a constraint on you. And it's like, I want to free myself and be myself again. I see things much more broader because there's a lot of growth that has occurred. It's like you want to free your mind. You want to find peace within yourself, in the mind, which is why some of you may be focusing on work just to take your focus off of love. For your overall energy, you have you deserve love with the Six of Pentacles. So the overall energy is that you need to see, or you have seen or realized, that you deserve the love that you put out. The Six of Pentacles is like charity or giving and receiving. So you deserve the love that you put out. Whomever you direct your love to or towards, you deserve that balance. It's supposed to be reciprocated. There's supposed to be an equal value in love. It shouldn't just be one-sided. And I feel like that's something that you've realized in certain relationships, that this cannot be reconciled, because it's just like we're on two different paths, two different energies. We want two different things. And you're freeing yourself. Like, I have to let this go. I need to find the balance within myself again, within my mind. I need to get back into my career. I've been slacking possibly. And now you see what you deserve, using this past relationship as the contrast, or your previous relationships, to see what you deserve and what you don't deserve. And it helps you to direct your love elsewhere, meaning your career, yourself, or in a future loving relationship, that things should be reciprocated. We should both value the relationship, not just me. Not one-sided, not settling. Maybe you were with someone that you didn't really love, or you weren't in love with, and you were just settling because that person was there for you. And then you see that that was not reciprocation. It wasn't a balance. You both didn't value each other or the relationship equally. Okay. So the advice. The advice is worth waiting for. So if you're being guided to focus on self, focus on your career, your health, just being on your own right now, do that, because whatever you're truly desiring with the Queen of Swords, mentally you already know this. I feel like you're already on the right track with this. But waiting for the right person to come in is worth the wait. You don't want to rush this process, because you can miss out on something valuable. Your career might actually need that nurturing. Your finances, you might need to focus on that. Freeing yourself, getting out there, mingling, figuring out who you are again based upon the experiences you've had. There's so much more out there for you. You're freeing yourself from some old, it's like you've caged yourself in. And you're freeing yourself from old things that don't serve you, that's held you hostage, stagnant. So as you're focusing on yourself, it might even, you know, get your mind off of it to the point where you're aligned with that person, that thing, where you don't even, or when you don't even expect it. So have faith and trust in this process, because I feel like a lot of you are on the right track. Don't overindulge in other things to take your mind off of how you really feel. If you need to heal still and look at something, don't overshadow that. Focus on that. You don't want to leave any lingering wounds or baggage. Just look at it. But do focus on your well-being and what gives you bliss, what makes you happy. Because the person that's meant for you will show up. They will return to you with this reconciliation card. And returning for a small few of you, it could be someone from your past. But for the majority, it's that soul that you're calling in to you that's coming back. All right. So that's the reading, you guys. I hope this brings you clarity and you find it beneficial. As always, I send you lots of love, lots of light. Peace.